Hi there, and welcome to the ATS podcast with me, Will Brown, and John Soulsby, where we break down chunks of health and fitness information into bite-sized pieces, remove a bunch of the noise, and just leave what's relevant. Today we are on episode 25, season 2, episode 3, which I titled in my notes the Body Morph type rant, which is a point of personal stress and annoyance multiple times. Thankfully, I haven't heard anyone really talk about it that much. I get like this
Yeah,
is genuinely like fucking horoscope stuff, but for fitness people. Like I don't understand. There used to be. I feel like there's like I remember seeing it. I feel like I remember seeing it in my PT exam, which was grossly concerning. Um,
I mean, we did do it. You did do your PT exam a wee while ago, but yes.
yeah, 2011, 10.
No, don't tell me it's in here. No.
The essentially for those unaware, you can Google body type or body morphs, and it has a which body type are you? And there's one that's like a rectangle, one that's like a triangle, and one that's like an oval. And it's essentially like, are you skinny? Are you in shape and athletic? Or are you overweight? Those are your choices.
Yeah.
And I particularly think it's pretty stupid because if the whole point is you are looking to change, in most cases, your body type. Most people are aiming for the middle one, where they look athletic, lean and muscular and healthy in some form. Not like, oh my god, people are setting unrealistic body standards, everyone is absolutely shredded. But you kind of know. Like if you have eyes
Yeah.
in a mirror, like you kind of know whether you're like, oh, I should maybe do something about this. Like I'm not really keen or I'm not really cool with how I look currently, and that's fine. You can still be okay with how you feel about yourself and also be like, I need to rein it in. Again, Christmas, great example where people might go a bit hog wild, eat like an entire family box of chocolates and the Terry's chocolate orange in one day for, several days, as well as an entire cheese board, and then at the end of it be like, ugh.
Yeah. Well, I'm getting mad even just like looking on the internet about this subject. Um,
Apologies, just plugging in my headphone charger so my headset doesn't keel
yeah,
off.
I was just saying that I'm getting mad just even like looking on the internet about this subject. It's like already coming up with like how to train for your body type. You're like, no.
Yeah, like unsurprisingly, I can kind of see why people made recommendations, but like because again, it would be similar to something you would just do by eye now anyway, in that like if someone is uh kind of adipose heavy, carrying a lot of body fat, they will usually tell you they would like I would like to lose some body fat because I don't think it is very good for my health long term, and you'd be like I would agree,
Yeah.
depending on the severity of the body fat. It depends on how likely poor health outcomes are. Like having a bit and some, like I think my usual thing is 30% for women, 25% for men. If you are under that marker, you are like reasonably okay. It would be a lot better if you were 5%, if you were under 5% less than that. So if you're under 20% or under 25% in terms of male and female, you pretty much take the potential negative outcome from weight related or body fat related things to absolutely bagel.
Yeah.
Like you're pretty much on the Dettol 99.9% guarantee at that point, aside from like obvious hereditary issues. But yeah, like it just seems so obvious in the fact that like the rectangle one where people are just skinny and it's like you should probably lift some weights because you don't
Yeah.
have any muscle mass and you're really skinny. I'm like, minted, duh.
It's
And
not
it's
really a
like,
body type, though, is it?
yeah, people in the middle, they're like, ah, you're fine. Just, keep doing whatever. You're like, minted, great
Yeah.
recommendation. And then the people who are on the fucking oval side, where it's like, oh, you guys are looking, reasonably over fat and kind of soft. It's like, you should probably do some weights and a bit of cardio. You're like, oh my god, genius. I would never have suspected that participating in activities to benefit long-term health would benefit long-term health. This is brand new information.
Yeah. Honestly. Who's paid for these studies to happen?
Yeah. I think
There's this
this is some sort of like
one
pseudo BMI chat, I feel.
one study in 2018 found that, funnily enough, mesomorph men performed better than ectomorph men on squats and bench press tests. It's like, no
Unsurpri-
shit. Like, you've taken the
Surprisingly,
skinny group and the jacked group, and funnily enough, the jacked group's better. Like, who paid for that?
yeah, unsurprisingly, the people who already lift weights are better than lifting weights at than the
Like,
people who don't.
that has the extreme sense of someone who did a sports science degree and did not know what to do for their fourth year dissertation. Well, I'm gonna do this. This will be easy.
Let's just make
Oh,
something up. I mean, they've done well. It's fucking everywhere. Like number
I mean,
one, I'm disappointed that there's no xenomorphs. There's no xenomorph
yeah,
body type. There's no animorphs.
no red, it's yellow, pink.
Yeah, none of that. There's no necromorph.
Um,
Big Dead Space throwback.
yeah. And like a 2005 study in the British Journal of Sports Medicine found that a combination of mesomorph and ectomorphs showed greatest ability to improve their aerobic capacity in training. It's like brilliant. Like the people who like are need more help and are slightly out of shape and want to train more struggle at training more. It's like, come on, like
Yes, the general vibe of what we're getting at is that the there is no specific there is no specific underlying benefit for knowing your body type, specifically where it pertains to these categories, mainly because it's kind of self-evident what you need to do anyway, and if not, if you hire somebody to help you with it, they will probably tell you what you need to be doing anyway. Like these kind of, what are they called? Soma types. That's what they are. But yeah,
yeah,
there is no special like hidden secret to be found in knowing yours. Number one, there's only three choices, so it doesn't matter. Um, like there's very few things that you can separate the entire human race into three categories of. Um, and yeah, there's no benefit to it. There's
yeah.
no different
I mean,
training style depending on which one you are.
no. I
Like
think people love to sell the idea that you can get like there's special training for your body type. It's like it's mainly just they're using your body type as an indicator of how much training you've done before.
yeah, and funnily enough,
That's it.
like when you change body types, cause you probably will if you are successful in a dietary or exercise intervention, you essentially just keep doing whatever you've been doing. There you go. Like
Yeah,
you don't change
nice.
much at all. Like there's definitely no change versus what you might prescribe to an individual, and that's just purely based on their individual. Like
Yeah.
unsurprisingly, if you had, I don't know, somebody like oh, what's a good case study? Like, what would be a good case example? Oh, fucking, so like ectomorph, like the skinny people.
Yeah.
If you got someone, if you just went by body type and you were like, oh well, you're an ectomorph, you probably shouldn't be doing cardio and should be doing lifting weights. Cool. If that person has any kind of like medical complications, like again, if it's either person, if they have something like osteoporosis, unsurprisingly, yes, they should be lifting weights. However, the recommendations are not based off the fact they're an ectomorph. They're based off the fact that they have osteoporosis. Like,
Yeah.
it's not like, well, I mean, your bones are essentially meringue, but you're an ectomorph, so we're just gonna do this. It's like, absolutely not. That would get you crucified in a professional liability lawsuit.
Yeah.
That would be horrifically bad professional choice. You would never hear the end of it, and that person would be far worse off for having come across you as a PT.
What
Which
if you're an ectomorph? What you really need to do is just pull a Steve Rogers.
let's
Okay.
just take magic gear and time travel.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
That is the
Magic
true,
gear, get frozen in ice, come back absolutely yoked. Job
yeah,
done.
hyperbolic time chamber. That's what you need.
Yeah.
You need a good Dragon Ball Z intervention. The the classic recommendation for ectomorph Tren. Um, just get really red. But yeah, body types are silly. There's no specific interventions that purely based on body types versus anything that's individual is worth it at all. Like trying to base calories off body type instead of your actual individual needs and then just adjusting as you go. Yeah, it's no contest. It's just it won't go away, which is why it's annoying me.
Yeah.
We sadly have not turned into Xenomorphs or Power Rangers. Its Morphin time has never happened. Uh,
Not yet.
However, we will see you on the next exciting episode of the ATS podcast, where we won't be ranting about body stupid old fitness, essentially memes at this point that just won't go away. We will be talking about body weight fluctuations during life and dieting, and we will see you in the next one.